Hi there, Zam here for NerdTube. So this is my under the radar review of Sexy Beast, a film I only decided to watch because I'm currently watching the prequel series of the same name. This film came out in 2001 and has some great British actors like Ben Kingsley, Ian McShane, and Ray Winston. And I think this is the first time I watched a film with Ray Winston where he's playing the lead role. Now, Winston plays a guy called Gal. He's a retired bank robber, living it up in Spain, having a good life, got a beautiful wife, got a beautiful villa, everything's cozy. But his old mate, Don, a gangster friend of his from his past, decides to pay him a visit. And Don has a proposition for him. He wants Gal to do a job for him. And he's not going to take no for an answer. And Don is an absolute nutcase, an unhinged person. And when he's around Gal and some of Gal's friends, they all feel very uneasy around him. They know that he's a ticking time bomb ready to explode. And those tense moments are very interesting. But the film itself is not as gangsterish at times as it should be. It sometimes has moments that reminds me of a Guy Ritchie flick with some of the other elements because it is also a heist film. But the heist element of this movie is quite minimal compared to the psychological aspects of this film, and it does almost feel spaghetti westernish to a degree because it's set in Spain, and you can feel that heat. You can hear those sounds that you get in hot settings like crickets and stuff like that, and you can feel the intensity between our two main characters of Gal and Don. But it does drag, which is a bit of a shame. I really wanted to like this film a lot more than I did. I find the series far more entertaining than this movie, and some of the other characters as well, like Ian McShane, like he's okay, but I I sometimes don't understand his character and his motives. It's a bit weird, and this is a character who I've been watching being portrayed by somebody else in the prequel series who has a lot more depth to him than Ian McShane's character does in this movie. Yeah, I know it's weird. Regardless, Sexy Beast is okay. I can understand why it kind of went under the radar a bit. I think there are some people who really like this movie, and the performances, especially by Ben Kingsley, are really good. Like the tensity, you do feel it. There's uncomfortable moments. You think shit could hit the fan at any particular time. It just doesn't do it enough. But regardless, it's an okay film, just not the best. I'm gonna give uh, I'm gonna give Sexy Beast a very generous. I do mean generous 7 out of 10. I mean, I really want to give it a 6, but I kind of feel like I'm doing a disservice because there are moments that are pretty cool, but there are moments that make me scratch my head and wonder what the fuck's going on. And the heist element of the film, which I think should be a significant part of the movie, didn't feel significant enough. But then again, is that a credit to the writing that it's not really about the heist, but it's about all the other things? I guess. It's hard to say. But regardless, I don't think it necessarily nailed everything it was supposed to do. But luckily, it had fantastic actors to pull it through, I guess. So yeah, it gets a 7 out of 10 for me. If you've seen 60 Beasts and you think I'm being very unkind to what some people consider to be a cult classic by now, then let me know. Maybe because I'm watching the series and I find the series far more entertaining, that I'm putting this movie to a higher standard. But it is what it is. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube. We're the greatest YouTube and TikTok channel you've never heard of. Thank you very much now. Take care. Bye bye.